fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bill Stadium here at Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Field, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles, or he runs minimal gain.
2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Let's go. 58 Mike, 58 Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
They run for it with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Buying time to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Allen. Check down to Breida. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get that ball. Get that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Bills 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they...
Your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 18.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And again, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. Space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Breida will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? To throw, it's Allen. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bills have taken the lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. For a 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz going to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Touchdown! Jack Doyle. as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On first down, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A final shot before half for Allen. And Diggs has it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 3. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
That's another Bills. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Stevenson.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Taylor.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Allen's throw is complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a give running left is Breida. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and goal. Allen. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 58, right over there, right over there.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
An extra point by Bass, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th. With obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Wentz. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time getting the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 48 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.